Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jen Tranny for Girl Rock Nation, and I'm going to show you how to change your strings. Okay, so a couple things before we get started. One, there's several reasons why you would need to change your string. Maybe you broke it, maybe it's dirty, maybe your guitar is sounding dull or muddy. And the second thing is a little bit of a disclaimer. There are lots of different ways and lots of different techniques that you can change the string. This is one of the ways. So we're going to start off here at the tuning pegs, and we're going to loosen all the way, nice and flat. Now keep in mind, if you accidentally tighten, the pitch is going to go up. You don't want to do that. You're going to snap the strings. I always like to check the pitch. Sometimes it gets a little confusing when you're switching over on the headstock, and maybe I just like the sound a little bit. There we go. So now what I like to do is I like to clip right about here some wire cutters, and you pull this string out from the bridge pin. See, the bridge pin should come up fairly easy. Discard this side of the string. Now we'll unwrap from here and make a little pile of our dead strings, a little graveyard of strings. Now, if you're having problems getting your bridge pin out, which is quite possible, get this little string winder here, this Fender string winder. There's a little groove right there. Not so bad, right? So you just push the string down, try to pull the bridge pin out. Now, if you haven't changed your strings in a while, or ever, probably the bridge pins are going to stick a little bit. Be gentle with it. Firm but gentle. Now, all the strings are off. Again, there are some people that say, don't take all of the strings off at once. There's some say that's no big deal. With your guitar, you make the decision what is best. So now we've laid out all of our strings. Now Fender here makes it very, very easy for us to know which is which by color coding. So for example, we have, you want to look at the ball end of the string, it's brass, and look at that, 6-string brass. It's beautiful. So you're going to take ball end, put it down there a good ways. Now remember, I kept all my bridge pins in line, so I remember that that was my 6th string. The important thing to remember about the bridge pin is that we have this little groove here. These need to go together like a beautiful musical puzzle piece. If you attempt to do it the other way, it's not going to work. So put the groove in right with the string. Give a little pull until the string is snug. On the bridge pin, you might want to just push it down with your thumb. And take this side, slide it through. Now here is the most complicated part of the string changing process. And again, lots of different ways. This happens to be mine. So, I've got the string, pulled it kind of tight. I'm going to pull up here and give it about a finger's length. The string is going to wind towards your tuners. See that? That's how you want it to wind. So I'm going to go the opposite way, pull the string underneath, see that? And then go over and push it down. Okay? Now I'm going to wind the string, and you see how it winds toward or inside. You want all the strings to wind inside of the head. Now check this out. This is what's happening. As the string winds, it's pinching the end. And you want to try to get the string to wind underneath itself. So push down just slightly. Now I like to give a little bit of tension because your strings are going to stretch. So it just kind of gives a little pre-stretch. I don't like to clip the ends until everything is said and done and we're all tuned up, just in case I have to fix something. Okay, I'm not going to say a single thing, I'm just going to do it. Here we go. important thing to remember also is there are little grooves here on the saddle and on the nut. That's where you want your strings to sit. Sometimes when you're doing it, you're thinking about a bunch of different things. You're thinking about the pins, you're thinking about which way to wind the strings. And you look back and you see that the string happens to be like in the middle of one of the grooves. You don't want that, you want it right in it. Third string, bridge pin groove, through, right? Beautiful sounds coming out of this guitar. Now, keep in mind we're gonna wind the opposite way. So what do we have to do? Since this is coming in this way, underneath, and then pinch. Boom. Be aware also, when you're playing with these strings, is it's really easy to bend them. And you don't want to do that, because you just got a new pack of strings, or a new string if you only broke one. And if somehow they get kinked or bent, so beautiful, so shiny, so clean, and then bink, it's gone, back to the store. Now ideally you want the string to wind 3 to 5 times. Don't get too freaked out if it's a little under, a little over, but it's just a good rule of thumb. So I'm assuming you know how to tune. If you don't, we're going to do a video on how to tune. But you tune up and then you just clip the strings. I like to get as close as possible because these suckers are sharp. I've been emotionally and physically scarred by these strings. You can also give it a little bit of extra room, something like that, and then bend it down. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous piece of wood. Keep in mind, there are lots of different ways that you can do this. Mine is not the correct, the be-all, end-all way. I would use this video as a reference, but then do more research. That's it. That's all I got. Good luck with playing and changing your strings and all things guitar. I'll see you later.